Hey everybody, welcome to Everyday Journey. Today we're going to see if we can't get this thing running. This is a Craftsman 215 miles per hour, 470 cubic feet per minute leaf blower. Trying to see, it says 25cc gas blower with the sim pool for smooth, easy starts. Trying to find a model number on here. Let's see. I'll just take pictures and include whatever's on these labels here. That way you guys can see it. I've checked this one out before, and when I did, it looked like it had spark. The carburetor, I mean, this thing looks like it's pretty much brand new. Not really sure what's going on with it, but did a compression check on it. That turned out good. So my guess is that it's probably not getting enough spark. And I've had that problem before, and I didn't realize it until after I had actually switched it out. So what I've done, I mean, this thing's been sitting in my garage. Somebody gave it to me a long time ago, probably at least 2 years ago, and it's been sitting in my garage ever since. And I've checked it out best of my ability, could never get it going, but well, let me show you what I got. I stopped by the scrapyard the other day, and somebody had tossed this. This is a home light blower. I went through and put my finger inside where the spark plug is supposed to go there, and then touched the spark plug and pulled it, and I could feel it. Felt like it had a little bit of a spark. So I'm hoping that I can use the parts for this. Now, just today, I stopped by the dump and tried to get rid of some stuff, and as you can see, the garage is starting to look a little better. It'll get there eventually, but somebody was tossing out this. This is exactly the same thing, and I thought, oh wow, well, hopefully I can just use the parts from it to get this one working. And then I thought about it, I'm like, well, why not just put gas in this one and check it out? And it didn't do anything. Same thing as this one. Go and put the spark plug tester in here, and it didn't get any spark either. So I don't think there's a reason for pulling this one apart. This one I put the spark plug tester on, and it did show me a spark. So hopefully we can use the ignition coil out of this one and put it in this one. We'll see. So first thing we got to do is get it out of this one. I have actually taken one of these apart before. Of course, this one has all hex keys, so let's see if we can find a hex bit. Alright, we're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. Went into the Harbor Freight toolbox, and this is the hex bit that I've got. It's actually the one that I twisted whenever I did a video on that, but it still works. And we're going to use a screwdriver instead because I don't have the adapter for my drill, so we'll just make quick work of it. Let's see what else we got here. No more on this side, so now we'll move over to this side. And this side's got a ton of them. Alright, this should be the last one. Let's see if we can get this loose. It's got a clip right up here that need to pry off of there. There we go. Now I can separate it. As long as I get all the screws out of it anyway. There it goes. Alright, so the next thing looks like about a 1/2 inch or 12 mil bolt. We need to take that, or nut we need to take off. Alright, so it looks like it's actually a 14 millimeter. Let's check out the threads, make sure we're turning it the right way. Oh, wow. That thing's really on there. Let's see if we can't use the impact to get it off. There we go. That's all it took. So let's go ahead and take that off of there. Take that off. Set this aside. And now, of course, we got more Torx T20 screws right here. Alright. Alright, for those who might need one, here is the pull string. You would just take those off and it comes right out. Just be careful of the spring. Here's your what I'm looking at. This is our ignition coil here. So we just take this off real quick. It's got two bolts. Set those aside because we may need those. And there we go. Now we've got it out. We've got to move over to this one and put one in. So let me clear space and we'll get to that. Alright, now this one's going to be roughly the same thing. Just start removing a bunch of screws. This one though, I don't think they were using Torx. They're using Allen on it, so hopefully I can use my drill. Oh yeah, much better. Much faster. Alright, so the camera died. You didn't miss much. Finished taking out this screw here. Started taking off the handle. There ended up being two more screws right underneath it. I had to take those out. And then I took a 1/2 inch impact socket and took this bolt off of here. Took this off. So that's all it was really. Right now we're dealing with torque screws that are inside here to get the rest of this housing off. Just going to go ahead and turn this over. Screws will drop out, but it's okay. So take this loose. This is the throttle linkage. Trying to take it loose from the carburetor, or at least get this switch off of it, or the handle off of it, so we can get that out of the way. It's kind of an awkward position. You almost have to take the carburetor off to get that off of there. There we go. When it comes apart, it comes apart. So we got our kill switch right here. Let's go ahead and take the clips off of it. There we go. And we should be able to get all this out of here now. Alright, so now let's check and see if everything fits, because it may not. I've had that happen before. So it looks like it probably will work. The only thing that we don't have with it is, well, let's say we don't have the kill switch, but we can just reuse this one. So let's zoom in here so you can see this, what I'm looking at. So the only difference with this and the other one is, well, from what I can see anyway, is that this one has the kill switch and everything on it. and that's just because the other one didn't need it. So we will take the kill switch off of here. And while we're taking it off, we needed to look at the wiring and everything and check and make sure that nothing was touching. Make sure that it wasn't shorting out, because that's basically what it's doing. Once it shorts it, you can't, it won't spark anymore. So that's what we'll be looking for as we take this out of here. Make sure that that's not the case, because if the wire is bad, that just means they had a short, and that's what was causing it. So there we go. There's our two switches, or our two connections. One with the screw, and one with the with an actual connector. And then we got this screw right here. So there we go. Now again, they look almost the same. So let's hope the one I just took out of the other one works. Now this whole time that you're messing with this, since there is a magnet in here, it's going to want to try to stick to it. You just have to fight through that. We need to put our switch back on, just the same way it was. So this one's going to be the ground portion of it. And before we tighten it down completely, we need to get something as a spacer. Take a piece of paper and fold it in half so we got a decent thickness there. And we will actually rotate this until the magnet pulls it down. Uh-oh. I think we got a problem. These don't match. One is deeper than the other one. Didn't see that. Let's see again. Compare them and see what we're working with. So sure enough, you see the difference here? One of them is much bigger. See right there? One of them is a lot taller, actually. So yeah, there's kind of our problem. The only thing we can do at this point is visually inspect this this cable, make sure there's no shorts, which could possibly have one right there. Do you see that? I don't know if that is what it is, but I don't see anything else on this. When we check our cable here, there looks to be nothing in here. Of course, it doesn't mean that something didn't pinch it, and that's the reason why it's shorting. So one thing we can do is put this back together without that cable in it, and we won't be able to kill it. Well, we won't be able to kill it the way it's supposed to be killed, but we can typically just choke it, and that will kill it. If you ever have that issue with one of your weed eaters or blowers or whatever, and your kill switch doesn't work, and actually that's the case on one of mine, that's what you got to do. You got to kill it just by putting the choke all the way on. So let's go ahead and put our gap in this. And now it doesn't drag at all. So now we're set as far as that goes. So now let's put it all back together and check it out. I don't think this fixed it, but we'll try it anyway. So we'll put it on start. Of course, we don't have the kill switch now. So I've already put some fuel in it. Let's see what she does. Well, let's pump some fuel into it first. Should be enough. Let's see what it does. Oh, wow. I've never had it do that. So let's put it in run and see what goes on. May have been a fluke. We'll see. Make my whole garage smell like fumes. It's already giving me blisters. Alright, so again, what I'm thinking is that this thing is bad. It may be working a little, and that's what I've always had an issue with this, is it seemed like it works. Whenever you do the test, it seemed like it worked, but it wouldn't start. And everything else, I couldn't figure out anything of what would be causing it. Because like I said, this thing looks pretty much brand new. So most likely what it is that needs to be replaced. Is it worth buying another one? At this point, since everything else checks out, it probably is. I don't know what the cost of them is. I haven't bought one in a long time. But put one in it, it'd probably work just fine. Most likely put our kill switch and everything back together too. That way you can operate it safely and easily. And I don't know, I may go ahead and buy one just to see how it goes. Nothing else, I could use it on another one, right? But anyway, I appreciate you guys watching, and if and when I get that thing going, I'll put it in here, show you guys it runs, and hopefully get it in the hands of somebody who's actually going to use it. And I may even, but now I've got 2 working ones, 3 if you count one that I don't ever use. It's not professional grade. Well, it's barely homeowner grade. So, but anyway, I appreciate you guys watching, and stay tuned for future projects.